Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach Laravel 12 CRUD application from the scratch. Okay, so here recently Laravel 12 has been released in February 24. Laravel 12 has been released. Now let's do how to make the CRUD operation using Laravel step by step. Okay, so this is the simple UI design. So let's uh, go through uh, go through the thread based on this tutorial. Okay, so first what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go to G drive. So I'm going to go to F drive. I'm going to make the folder which is a Laravel project. Okay, inside this folder I'm going to make my CRUD operations. So what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go to my respective website which is a Laravel. Okay, I'm going to go to the Laravel. Okay, so Laravel, click on this. This goes to the respective website. You will be able to see the respective. Now the Laravel UI interfaces look like this. Okay, you can see here. Okay, so you can see everything here. Like okay, so the Laravel, you can check it, the doc and everything. They change the UI design. So you can, if you want to change all the things, yeah, if your installation, you can go here. If you go to the installation here, all the here you can see the version. Now the version is 12 has been released here. Recently the 12 has been released here. They keep on updating for the version 12. Okay, so this is a version 12. Version 12, you have to select the version 12, so that you will be able to see the installation and all the process. You will be able to see how to install the Laravel application for the Laravel 12. Okay, so just don't worry about the same thing like that before you did in the Laravel 11 as well. So what I'm going to do is, first what I'm going to do is, let's go through here our installation Laravel 12. If you have typed this command composer create project Laravel, this is my project. I'm going to create as Laravel employee app. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to over here. Here this is my folder. Okay, so I already created the folder Laravel Pro. Select the address bar and type cmd command, press enter key, get the command from window. Here I'm going to type this command. So how to type composer create project Laravel /Laravel, okay, right, employer, press enter key. Now you can see here it will be, if you type like this, it will be installing our current version. What is the latest version? It identify the latest version of Laravel. Based on the latest version, all the things should be installed. Okay, all the relevant component will install. Okay, you no need to select the version and all. Okay, if you type the previous command of this one, okay, it will be take off your latest version. Okay, you no need to specify the version and all. Okay, so that it automatically take the newest version and it will be proceed to install. Okay, you have to wait until the installation process has been completed. After completed, let's continue the video. Laravel 12 has been installed successfully in your machine. You will be able to see, go to our folder. This is the F drive. You will be able to see the project folder has been created. The name of employer. Go inside the folder. Here I'm going to type the address bar cmd code space dot to open the folder in my VS Code editor. It has been opened successfully. You will be able to see. Now let's dissolve things and just close it. Now you can see this is the folder structure of the project. Okay, this is the folder structure of the project. You will be able to see the app folder. This is the folder. Okay, so this folder consists of HTTP. Here we have managed the controller. This is a model where it will be communicate with the database and communicate with the database and get the data from the database and pass into the controller. Okay, the model is very important part where we communicate with through the databases. After that, another part which is a route. It will be managed. It should manage the URLs, page URL, the page URL information managed by the routes. After that, there is another folder which is resources. Here we have displayed the view part. Okay, all the UI views display on this view part. It will be managed by the resources. Okay, there are various folders are there. Each folder managed by each task, different task. Okay, app it managed by the app consists of the model and controller. Resources folder consists control the views and routes managed by the website URL management. Okay, you have to understand this thing must. This is the simple stuff to manage the Laravel projects. After that, .env file. What is this? This is nothing but this is nothing but manage the database information. Okay, this is nothing but managing the database information. Okay, so database information mean, so here we have a backend part. Okay, here we have to set the database configuration. So defaultly come as Laravel 12 SQLite, which is a database. Okay, so if you want to go along with the SQLite, you can use it. So in my project, I'm going along with the MySQL. So most of the project we are going along with the MySQL. So we have to convert this as a MySQL. So how will convert this one as a MySQL? My connection you have to type as MySQL. SQLite you have to connect as my DB connection you have to select as type as MySQL. After that, here you can see the all the port and database name, username, everything's there. This is the database configuration. So this one I'm going to select all and hold on the control key down and press / on your keyboard. So it will be on command. Now you can use these all things. Now here, based on your database connection, you have to use it. So okay, I am installing the XAMPP server in your machine XAMPP. So if you change the username and password, you have to use it. Defaultly username and password come as the XAMPP server is root is a username, password is a blank. So the root is a username, password is blank. We don't need to change everything. So here we need to create the database. Okay, so first you have to go to admin. So I'm going to create new database. I'm going to give here as name as you can see over here. The first steps you have completed. Second step I'll be explaining. By default it's coming like SQLite. After you change the database, which name is JMS. Okay, everything should be there. Okay, so we have to change this one as a JMS. So before that we have to create the database. Okay, so we have to create the database. So click new on your MySQL PHP admin. Here click JMS. This is a database. Click create. Now your database has been created, JSMS. You don't need to create the table. These are all things you have done by the Laravel migration part. Okay. Now we have done. Now what I'm after create the database, we have to give the name of your database. What the name? JMS. After that, file, save. That's the thing you have to do. That's the only thing you have to do. That's it. That's the thing you have to do. Okay. So after done the database configuration, after that what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the project. So I am how to run the project in Laravel. You can see terminal. You have to file, save. You have to write terminal, new terminal window. I am going to run the project PHP artisan. So it's running. Now let's copy this path, or you can click on this. You can select the follow link. Okay, if you click on the follow link, it defaultly it select the server and running. So this is not an error. This asks to migrate the our tables. Okay, so it's not error. It's defaultly it's come as it asks to migrate. This is not error. So you have to click on this. I'm going to use PHP artisan migrate. This is not error. Okay, it's everything is migrated. Now it's already project is running. Now let's check it. Now it's working. Okay, now it's working. This is your Laravel 12 UI design. This is Laravel 12 UI design. Very simple. Okay, I hope you guys you understood the flow correctly. Right? Okay. So now what I'm going to after that, you have to go to the migration part. You have to do the migration part. So migration, which nothing but create the tables. Okay, how to create the data tables? We are using the migration part. Okay, if you want to create more tables, you are using type by the migration command. What are the tables you have to create on your database? Based on the table names, you have to create as a migration part. I need a employee table, employees. Here you can use it the plural letter, which is a employees. But it's a you have to use everything as a plural letter. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to over here. I'm going to create the migration. So you have to write it here. I'm going to create this one migration command. You type it this one. Copy this migration. Let's type it so you can easily understand how to create. How to create the tables. You are using migration command. Okay, this is the project running. So here we have to get the migration command. This terminal. So here let's type it. So how to type it? You have to type on it here. You have to the window. You have to arrange it. Now I'm going to type it PHP artisan make colon migration okay, create underscore what is the table I'm going to create? Tab employees. You have to use with the plural letter, not singular, plural. Employees. Get it. Okay. PHP artisan make migration create employees table. Okay, whatever table you can write it using with the S letter. Okay, whatever table you are going to create, end with the S letter because of plural. Press enter key. Your migration and you done the migration. You can after create this migration file, you can check with the database folder. Inside the database folder, there is a migration folder is there. Inside the migration folder, there is a file has been created, which is a create employee. This one. This file, I'm going to specify the columns. So what are the columns? We have to put it over here. So here first what I need a these are the columns. So I'm going to go to here. These are the columns. So you have to create the columns. Table string. String mean data type, which is a string. Okay. Okay, if it is a number, there you can write it as an integer. Okay, integer here you can write it here. If it is a phone number, I don't need to create any validation part. I am going to simply you have to keep maintain as string. Date DOB mean date of birth. You have to write it as a date format. Okay, so this how we have to put the data types. So yeah, just copy this data type. Okay, so just copy it, paste on it. Okay, so here table you how to type it. So right here If you want to practice, you type table, you type like this, but table string, you write employee, here write like this, employee. Yeah. Likewise, you have to type it. Okay, you type likewise. Okay, if you want to write a integer, what how to type the integer? You type, just simply go to the Google and type you type table integer, here integer Laravel. They are telling how to type the integer and all. Okay, this is schema builder. Here, say increment ID, the string means here you include the string, everything should be there. Here the big increment, boolean, char, decimal, how to type the decimal, float, integer, how to type the integer, everything should be there. You can go and have it. Okay, you can go and have it, everything. Okay, this one you can write it like this. Okay, so you can find out this one, everything. Okay, this you go through this, go over here and you can find it. Okay, you can learn. Okay, so I no need to explain, so here to learn. Okay, quickly can learn. That's it. So this is timestamp. After this one should be automatically the column should be there defaultly. When you save the record, what time, what timestamp, what time you have saved the record, and everything, the time information and date information should be there. Okay, you can easily capture. That's the thing you have to do. Let's save all. Let's save all. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the project PHP artisan migrate. Now here table has been migrated successfully. You can see the table has been migrated successfully. Create employee table, so the table has been migrated successfully. Now you can check it, table is migrated or not. You can go over here, you can check it, structure here. After you run the migration command, here the following column has been migrated successfully. Here the newly you have created the employees table. Here employee name, DOB, form, every field should be there. Okay, you can see created that, updated, it's coming from this timestamp. I hope you have a clear understand of how to create the migration part. After done the migration part, now let's move into the controller section. Okay, control, you will be able to see the app folder. Inside the app folder HTTP controller is there. Here we are, I'm going to create the controller. So how to create the controller? Here there is a controller. We have to create the controller. I'm going to create the controller. What is the resource controller? What's the meaning by resource controller? It will be manage all the CRUD operations. Okay, one controller which manage the CRUD operation. Create, update, read, and delete. It stands for create. The CRUD stands for create, read, update, delete. Okay, CRUD. Okay, CRUD operation. Okay, so here I'm going to do the thing is this. Okay, so how to create the controller, resource controller. So you simply type PHP artisan make controller, the controller name, and resource. Resource means it will implement all the CRUD operation stuff without typing the CRUD operation function and all. It will automatically generated if you use this function, which is a resource function. Okay. So now how to type this one? Here you are in the Laravel standard. You have used the employee, not employees. Okay. So there is some mechanism they are implemented. When you create the migration part, you have to use the plural. When you create the migration tables creation, you have to use the plural letter. When you create the controller stuff, you have to use the singular. Okay, employee. So how to type them? PHP artisan controller. Let's check PHP artisan make controller. Okay, you have to type like this. Okay, this what I type the same manner you have to type it. Okay, sorry, don't type this capital controller. After that, we have to specify the name of the controller of the resources. I'm going to create name employee. After the controller, this is we have to mention it as resource. If you not mention as resource, it will be created as an ordinary controller. You have to mention this controller. This controller is resource controller. Press enter key. The controller has been created as a resource controller. Here, this controller as a resource controller. If you click on this controller controller connects by the controller consists of index, create, store, show, edit, update, destroy. All the CRUD based on the CRUD operation function is there. You can look at all the CRUD related stuff. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the thing is, so this all the things are there. Okay, after that what I'm going to do is I have created the controller. So after that I'm going to go to create the model. Okay, after that we have to, after create the model, we have to coming to the controller. Okay, so here how to create the model, you have to create the model, you have to use PHP artisan make model employee. Okay, so what's the model? Model is a part where communicate with the database and get the data, fetch the data and give to the passing to the controller. Controller will be passing to the views. Okay, when the data request, when the data is request to the controller passing to the request to the model get the data from the database and send the response to the controller. Okay, so I'm going to create the model. So PHP artisan make model employee. Now the employee model has been created. Employee model has been created. Okay, employee model has been created. Now you have to specify the this is the database schema. You have to specify the database schema. This is must. Okay, so the what the schema mean? What's the table? Here database table. What's the table? It's nothing but the database configuration. So here what's the table? Employees is the table. The primary key should be ID. Okay, if you have any confusion, you go to the structure. You can find out which is the primary key here. That there is a key. You can see the ID. There is a key. This you can easily find it here. Find out primary. So you can write primary key, which is ID. Protected fillable. This is a fillable column. Employee name, DOB, fonts. The fillable column. Okay, fillable column. Okay, so you can see the rest of the column: employee name, DOB, font. Okay, these are the columns are there. This is called as a fillable column. You will be able to see. Okay, so these are the code, simple code. I just code snipped, I just copied. Okay, they are just copied these columns, paste on it over here. You can see the table name, employees, primary key, the fillable column. These are the fillable columns: employee name, DOB, and phone number. So I hope you have understand so far well. Okay, file save out, file save out. That's it. File save out. That's it. That's the thing you have to write it. Okay, so that's how we have to write it. Okay. After that, we have to create the view part. Okay, now we have to create the view part. Okay, so view part. This is a form creation. We have to do the form creations. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my the view, all the view part we are managed by the controller. We are managed by controller and model app folder, and the database migration we have to manage by the database folder, and resources. Sorry, the resources which is managed by the views architecture. So inside the resources, there will be the folder called folder named views. For the views folder, what I'm going to view folder, what I'm going to do is I'm inside the view folder, create the folder which is the layout folder. Inside the view folder, I'm going to create the folder which is the layouts folder. Layouts folder. This layout folder, what I'm going to do is here the layout folder, get the layouts folder. Inside the layout folder, create the file app.play.php. app.play.php. Okay, this file you can have a simple HTML file. So here this is this is a template file. So how to in VS Code you type hold on the shift key down and press one key. You have to implement this one. This is a simple HTML structure you can see here. This is on your right Laravel CRUD 12. I'm going to title I have to make it as. Here I have to inside the attack you have to implement the bootstrap. You type the link, this one link, paste on it over here inside this head tag. After that, inside the tag I have to implement the links. Inside the body I have to implement this one as well. Script. The script, click on this, implement the script. Okay, the script means this is the you have to the responsive every responsive in the Laravel you have to import this one as well script. This is the bootstrap style. Inside the body, this is a template file. This is a template. Each and every pages the template should be displayed. Okay, this so that in Laravel we have to implement another one which is called as, go to documentation, healed. The healed. Okay, healed content. This is must. What is this healed content mean? The template not be different. The same template, only the content should be differ. Each every pages the complete content should be different. Example, if it is a home pages, this is a home page content should be displayed. If it is about us, it is a different pages will be displayed of the about us. Okay, the WhatsApp links you have created, click it according to the page content will be different. If you click contact link, the page display based on the contact information. If you click about link, the page display according to the about us details. If you click service, the page display according to the service information. Okay, so those how it's work. Okay, understand the flow, how the flow is work. Okay, the file, let's save all. Okay, after that what you're going to do is we have a create the layout page successfully. After that what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to create the pages. So I'm going to create the pages and all. So here we have the Laravel. Okay, so now I'm going to create the pages, which is a inside the file your page is called okay it's well. After that I'm going to create these are the pages, index.play.php page and edit.play.php. So here inside the views folder I'm going to create this is a layout folder. Here I'm going to click the views folder. You have to carefully watch the views folder. You have to write first one index.play.php. So there are so many students having a doubt why we are using the extension blade.php in Laravel. We have to use blade.php. Okay, so don't type only php, it won't work. Okay, in Laravel if you are elected the frameworks as Laravel, you have to go along with the blade. Without blade it won't support. Okay, you can't run the project. Okay, Laravel does not support if you are not use blade. Okay, so you have to use along with the blade index.blade.php. This is the extension along with blade. Okay, this is not pure PHP, this is a Laravel. Okay, so you have to change according to the framework. Okay, so here after you write edit.blade.php. Okay, so you have to use it edit.blade.php. Okay, so the index page. So the index page. Okay, so we have to use extends and sections. Okay, there are two different things. What is extends and sections? Okay, first you have to use extends. Extends. You have to define the layouts. Okay, you have to type it layouts. Layouts. So this layout file should be displayed. These layouts. You no need to type this HTML and everything. These all things are coming. If you have to type this folder name correctly, it is coming to the page. So after that, this page we have a yield content. This content you have to provide here. So you have to write it over. There is a annotation with the section. You have to write content. Section is content. Okay, understood. Content. After that, this content you have to write another. This section is open here. You have to end section. End section. This is an end section. Okay, so what I'm going to do is here the simple things. Okay, you have to use a simple form design. So this form design, if you want to go to the bootstrap, you have to type form. Here there are the several form designs are there. Okay, based on the form design I have designed it. Okay, so here I have to this one I already designed the form. You get the copy and everything here. Okay, you can copy from my website. Don't worry, table and form. Okay, so don't worry about it. You just copy this one. Okay, the simple bootstrap design. Okay, so I'm now here. Okay, so the simple bootstrap form and design. So here first you have to start with the container. Container div and close it. I'll be explain. Don't worry this section. Okay, so after that what I'm going to do is here you can see here you have to write the heading employee management. You have to use it the h3 tag class the text center. We have to need to display the text as a center screen. Okay, so center screen means you can look at this one, this design. This is a design center screen. Okay, after that we have to empty out size, provide the size, and text primary means we have to give the color as this color. You have to write a color text primary. It will be this. Okay, the simple we can style in the bootstrap as well. Okay, there is a in bootstrap latest version they providing the some advanced CSS styling. Okay, if you learn the styling well, you can done the your website using bootstrap. Okay, so here after that you can see the another one is a justify content row. You can justify content center. Center means the form has been center of the screen. Okay, so after you have to draw, you have to write over here. After that we have to I need a only call md8. Call md8 the call it consists of 12. Okay, I need a size. I now need to get the full size file. Full size will be 12. I now need to get the full size of the form. I need to display 8 enough. In my project I have 3 fields. Okay, so I need a simple form design, so it should be enough. So after that we have to make the card shadow. LG means a large. Okay, card means is a card, the card section. You can write the border, we have to call it as a card section. Okay, so the card section we have to write a shadow large means the shadow. Here around the card you can see the large shadow. You will be able to see the large shadow. This is the thing I explained. After inside the card we have a card body. Inside the card body we have a write the this heading H1 card title. So the text should be center register employee. The register employee, it has been center. After the simple form design, you make the simple form design over here. After that, here you can see the form. You write the form, open and close it here. CSRF means a token. Okay, this without the token it won't work. Okay, you have to implement the token. Whether your server save the record, your one is so the third party one. Each and every time you have to send the form request, it will be check the token, CRF token. Why we implement the CRF token? For the security purpose, Laravel implemented. For the security purpose, they are implemented as default. As a when you submitting the form, they implement the feature called CRF token. Okay, this is nothing but the security purpose. Okay, after that we have form consists of the fields employee name, DOB and phone. These are the three fields. Okay, this is input field employee name, DOB which is a date format, phone number which is a text phone number. It consists of one button which is a register button. When you click the register button, it goes to the route employee controller store action method. Okay, this is the simple form design. After that we have another one is a responsive table. What is a table? Also we have to write the border. There is a simple hover design. The table hover. The hover means but it is nothing but when you move the cursor on that table, the color would be different. Okay, some of the animation will be happen, but some of the animation will be played from the JavaScript. They are implemented they are implemented some words like this, shadow SM like this. Okay, you have to go through the Laravel documentation. You can gain lot of new ones. Okay, so that you can see the table border, table hover, shadow. The shadow also applied. Okay, the table also we have applied the shadow as well. Okay, the text center. After that, these are the heading. We have implement the heading. We have put the heading. These are the heading: employee name, DOB, phone number, and action. Okay, these are the headings. Okay, after that, the heading means this heading: employee name, DOB, phone number, and action. Okay, after that we have T body. T body, start it over here, close it over here. Inside the T body, we have to retrieve the data from the database and passing to the table. Okay, passing to the table. So these are the table heading: employee name, DOB, phone number, and action. Okay, these things we have explained later. Don't worry. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is we have done the views part successfully. Now let's go back to my controller section. Go to the app, HTTP employee controller. Then go to the controller section. Controller section, first what you are going to do is here I'm going to link the model where your model is resided. My model is resided app folder, models, your employee model, which is my path. So we have to specify the path of the model. Okay, we have to specify the path of the model. Here you have to implement like this. Use app, write like this. Use app models employee. After that, what I'm going to do is we have to write this protect employees. Based on the project, you have to implement this one. This one employee CRUD application, you have to create a variable employee, which is the access specified protected. Okay. After that, I am going to create a simple function, public function construct. You have to write employee. This part we have to write new. You have to create the object. You have to create the object. Okay, here you have to create the object using the new keyword. This all the part, all this employee schema you have to create as an object using the new keyword. It is passing to this employee object. Okay, so you have to call this one. Okay, after that, there is index page. What the index page does, when the page is loaded, all the employee related data should be fetched into this index method. It will be passing to the view. What are the employees details available? You will be able to see the table views. Okay, so here you have to get the response here simply. Okay, I just copy and paste it. You have to type on this one. How to type the response employees? You have to write employees. This here means this object you have to call this. All mean we have to get all the data from the database about employees. You have to get all the data. We have to use the all mean this is all keyword. You have to fetch all the data from about employees and passing as a response. And it will be passing to the view page. Passing to the which page? View page. It passing to the view page. That's the thing it will. It passing to the view page. So that here we no need this pages. You simply you type in this one. This one you type these pages are there. You write simply here your pages mean. This is the meaningful name which is a pages mean. There is a view folder. Inside the view folder, layout folder. Here the view folder, what I'm going to create the new folder which is the pages. So these are the two different pages are there. These both pages all done the key and select and move inside this pages folder. Move it. Then here you can see there is a two folder inside the view folder. One is a layout folder. Inside the layout folder there is a file which is a app.play.php. Another folder which is a pages folder. The pages folder consists of these two different files, index files and edit files. Okay, you can see these two files. Okay, now when you go and load it, you have type pages. Pages mean the pages. This is nothing but pages folder. Index mean it will be getting this, open up this page. Okay, this getting all the data loaded and passing to this response as this response goes to which page? Pages folder index page. This page. It retrieving the information as employees. This one matched by this. Then now it's work. Otherwise it won't work. The same name. Okay, the same. Okay, so we understand this. Okay, after that, what I'm going to do is I no need to create. We don't have a button. We have a store method. Store method. We have another one is you can see the store function. So this employee create, when you create the new record, there is a method in our Laravel ORM tool which is a create method. Okay, create method request store, and you have to get this one. I'll be explained, don't worry. Okay, so the employee this employee object we have to call it. Okay, this is the same object. You have created the object over here. This object you have to pass simply, you have to pass it over here. After that, edit. I'm going to edit the select this one. Here also select this one. Pass it over here. Response as an employee. we have right over here the find here page edit, the pages folder, so edit. After that I will explain, don't worry. After that update, copy it, update. Okay, don't worry, this one I will explain. After that delete, we have a delete. That's it. Don't worry, I'll be explain this one. Okay. If I return and explain, it take about more than 2 hours to complete this project. That's why I just copy and paste it. Don't worry, I'll be explain. You have to take care of it. What I did. Okay. This we just faced on everything. Okay, so nothing to do it. Okay, so that's the thing you have tried. Okay, so the thing is nothing to it. So let's save all. Okay, now what I did here is this is the our controller section. We have completed our controller section, index section. We have completed the index section. After that, we have to go to the routes. Okay, routes where we have get the routes. You can see the routes section. There is a separate folder routes web.php. Here what I'm going to do is we have to go to the routes, so you have to write the routes over here. This is the routes folder. You have to copy this and paste it over here. After that you have mentioned the path of the controller section. Okay, so here what I did here is route resources resource slash employee controller class. So what I did, the defaultly it is coming route as a slash mean the Laravel welcome screen has been displayed. When you type Laravel resources slash employee, it goes to the, you have to specify the path where your controller reside. Okay, the controller is the one who manage everything. It can manage entire project. The controller is the part who can manage everything of the project. So the controller is very important part. So we have to giving the path where your controller is reside. My controller is reside inside the app folder. There is a folder which is HTTP. Okay, HTTP controller folder. Inside the controller folder, our employee controller is there. Okay, so if the request is coming slash employee, you have to mention employee controller. So this goes to over here. This particular path, it open up. And first of all, it display this index method, because index method is the first method over here, or this method should be displayed. Okay, what happened? This display, what I did here is it fetch the data from the database. Okay, so this course we have linked the path of the database schema, which is you can already here you can give the object, you have created already object. Employee all mean it go to the model and it's check with the model where the employee is there. If the employee is there, via this model it will be communicate with the database and load the information about the employee and send it back to my index method here. After that, this all the data should be loaded into the pages folder index action. Okay, that's the thing, it will be happen. So let's file and save all. Now let's back to over here. So where's my project? This is a project where this all things. I just copy this URL, paste it over here. This is my Laravel home page. Okay, so this Laravel page. Now let's slash your type employee. Here there is error should be this way, views layouts not found. So where you can do it here, if you get the error, you go to your views resources folder, views, here index page, index which is first folder, layouts. You have to check with the name whether it's correct or not. Layouts. So what's the error? Views layouts not found. I think the error layouts. So let's rename this one, copy this and paste it over here. Now let's file save all, something the name should be different. Again the problem, layouts. Why, what's the problem? Let's check out. Okay. The layouts, here what I did here is simply I didn't specify the name, layout.tab. Here the layout folder I specify. Inside the layout folder there is a file which is app. Okay, if you are like layout.app, then only the folder, inside the folder we have a template is there. Okay, you don't need to type everything, only type this first two things on. These are the extension, we don't need to type the extension, only the type name of the file is app only. Okay, you have type and you have type it. So let's save all and bring to the application and check it. Now it's working. Okay, now here this is the simple template. You will be able to see the simple template has been displayed. It looks nice. So here I write it here. I'm going to type Raja DOB as fourth, phone number something, you have to type it, click register. It has been registered. Here you can see here simple highlighted. Here this is the styling. When you move the cursor on the table, the color would change. So here it's simple, very nice coloring stuff. You will be able to see. This is the thing I have expected. This is the things I expected. Okay, the design is very good. Okay, here. Okay, so now you have an idea. So the index page. So what I did here is, what happened is, pages index page is retrieving all the data, and response means it's get the data and passing to here. It passing the name employees as a key, and here employee. Here you press up, it's coming as a plural. It getting the data one by one, which is singular. Employee, there's employee name, employee DOB, employee phone number. These are the fields is there in the database. You can see here employee name, DOB, phone number. Okay, what are the employee names should be there? It will be passing here. Okay, the Raj, everything should be passing to here. After that we have two different buttons, edit and delete. Okay, delete, when you edit the record, what happens is we have to get the ID of the table. Why we get the ID and edit and delete the record? ID is a primary key because the primary key is a unique key. This is the unique identification. Okay, there are the one employee has several names. That if you look at the Raj, the Raj, which name only should be available one person? No, there are multiple person having the same name. So the ID not like that. Okay, each employee has a different ID, unique ID. Okay, so that we have to edit or delete the record. We have to done both operation using the unique ID. Okay, the unique identification. So that you have to write employee. This employee, you have to create the employee. You can see the anchor link. This is the anchor point. Okay, the links. Okay, the links we have generate the buttons here. You can see here. Simple button, the class btn, small buttons. We have to implement the small buttons over here. Okay, so after that it will be, if you click on this edit link, it will be passing to the different links, different page, which is the edit page. So you have a edit page is there, it's edit page. So what I did is the edit page also, this code should be have a implement the code. After index page, index.play.php you have a edit.php page. So what I did here is the same link, I just copy it and paste it over here. I no need to explain. I hope, because the extend, what is the meaning of extend, what is the section, everything I already explained when I did the index.play.php. So inside the section we have a container. So here we have a heading, employee heading. So when you click edit button, there is a form. This form, this is simple, just I put it the one form. Okay, this form, there is no table, so only the simple form. Okay, when you click edit button, what happen is the editable data should be passing to the this form. Okay, okay, so here let's see. Okay, this one I am going to explain later on. Okay, now let's see. You can see the database we display. So here I'm going to do how to add the record. You can see I'm going to add this record as a Anu. Date of birth. You can see the date of birth. Something. Phone number. Date of birth. So if you click at the register button, what I did here is, this is the form. You have filled all the data. Click register button. It goes to the route employee controller store action method. Okay, so this route is goes via like this. Here, if you implement the resource controller, it take care of it. This is goes to the it is goes to the store action method. So it goes to the store action method. It goes to find the store action method, retrieve all the data of the employees. Okay, store employees. Okay, the employees. If you click the store action method, it goes to the store action. Here, store action, we have already give this store action method. Retrieve all the data. Retrieve all the data. Retrieve all the data. And here we have a model schema employee. We have a function create, get or retrieve all the data and create the record and redirect to the form back. Okay, that's the thing, your store method action. Okay, after that, edit. What the meaning by edit? Now here edit, if you click the edit button, here editable record will be passed into the respective form. Editable date record will be passed into the respective form. Okay, so the click edit button, what happen is, you can click over here. If you click edit button, it goes to the form which is edit form, this employee edit form along with the ID. So what happen is, go to the function edit along with the ID. It is finding. There is a ORM tool. There is a method called finding. Okay, find the employee object. This employee object, employee was find method. It goes to the table and searching which record is with this ID is matched with which record. But if the ID is 2 is matched, this respective record will be displayed onto the form. Okay, so this record is, if the ID is coming 1, the person is Raj. The matching record this Raj. Okay, that get the response. This employee has a response. This one employee. It's not employees. Okay, one employee response. It redirect to the page edit page as a response and get the record. Okay, get the information of the employee. It passes the employee name, employee DOB, employee phone number. Only one person. Okay, so that way I have put it a 1. Okay, if you click edit, this person is Anu, it goes to that. Okay, that when you click that particular record, it get that person and you have to write the attribute value inside this. If you write the attribute value inside this form text box, the data will be passed. That's the thing. After that, get the record. After that, if you make any changes, click update button. It goes to the employee controller update action method. Here what happen is, both here you can see there is a 2 parameters. One is all the record information plus ID. Okay, so it will finding the what's the record you are going to change it, finding the ID. After that, we have a request data. After that, we have to update. You have to write the update. You have to write there's a method called update. Array merge. Okay, array match. This is the employee. This is the employee. To array, this you have to get the record as array. Request is all the requests. Okay, passing to this array, it will be updated. Okay, that's how you have to do it. Okay, that's the thing. After that, redirect to the employee page. Okay, I hope you guys understood things well. Okay, so let's do the things. Anu press another D, it will be updated. Okay, after that we have another field which is a delete. If you click delete button, record has been deleted. What happens is, in delete button, delete action, we no need to worry about this one. We no need to pass into the another form and all. The same form here we can delete it. So here the same form here we have put the form action, the delete button. When you click delete button, it goes to the route employee destroy. You have to call the employee destroy. What happened in employee destroy along with the ID. So it's go to the employee destroy. Say employee destroy, employee controller, destroy action method, get the ID. What the ID is coming over here, get the ID, and after that we are calling employee delete mean that this is the ORM delete function, which is what the ID is coming to the function, the find function. The particular record has been deleted. That's the thing we have to do. I hope you guys you understood that scenario well. If you have any doubt, you can let me know that. I hope this is a clear explain of the CRUD operation of Laravel 12. Congratulations. We have to make this CRUD application step by step. Thank you for watching.